everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video. As you already know from the title, today we are going to be discussing how to handle difficult teachers. Now, of course, every point I am going to talk about can be used to handle every teacher, but most especially difficult teachers. And this applies to everybody in any level of education in any country. And of course, these are points that I have gradually gathered up from being a student for many years. Point number one, know your teacher. Now, I can't emphasize this enough, but when you enter a new section, a new term, a new class, you should know your various teachers. Know what they like, know what they hate. For example, teacher A is very strict when it comes to punctuality, and teacher B doesn't mind as long as, when you come in, you're quiet, you sit at the back, you understand what is going on. That's it. But as you can see, this can be a problem, because if you always find yourself coming late to a class where the teacher does not tolerate this at all, my dear, you are going to have a little problem there. And of course, this doesn't just apply to punctuality, various other areas of school. Some teachers, unfortunately, don't like to be corrected even when they are wrong, and a lot of teachers encourage it. Oh, please, if I make a mistake in something or anything, let me know. So you see, you should know the kind of teachers you have, so you know the best way to handle them. Point number two, don't focus on being right. The truth is, some situations will present themselves where you might find yourself in a disagreement with a teacher. This could be over what you guys are learning about in class, or it could be about something else. The truth is, no matter what the problem is, don't focus on proving that you are right. What this means is, even when you're right, don't be like, oh teacher, I know what I'm saying, it's not this, it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this. The truth is, even when you're right, there is a better approach to use that will make you to be heard more. Because the truth is, even when you're saying the right thing, if you're not saying it in the right way or in the right approach, it's as good as not saying anything at all, or it's as good as being wrong. So for example, if you know that the teacher is wrong about something, right, rather than just blowing her off and being like, oh teacher, no, it's not this, it's this, I know what I'm saying, I found it in this book, in that book, in this, no. Try to make the teacher understand that, first of all, you are hearing what he or she is saying. Oh teacher, I understand where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you mean by this and this and this and this. But teacher, this is where I am coming from. This is what I saw. This is what I know. This is where I got it from. When you try to make a teacher understand that, oh, I understand what you are saying, but this is what I'm saying, the teacher doesn't feel like you are trying to outright or outdo or outshine he or she. Don't give up that vibe that you know what you're doing, or you don't take nonsense. Smile. And I'm not saying you should smile sheepishly and just look at your teacher like, no. When you smile sheepishly or you act a certain way, the teacher will not take you serious. Smile, but continue to prove your point. What this shows is, I'm not trying to get into a disagreement with you. The environment you're in is definitely going to tell you the right manner of approach to use. If you should smile and joke about it a little bit and just try to crack it up, or you should be very serious and not even smile at all. Of course, this all has to do with knowing the kind of teacher you have. If you know that, or if you've noticed that a teacher keeps treating you a certain way, maybe not just you and your classmates, get proof. This could just be your fellow classmates being aware of what is happening, or an audio or video recording if it's possible. Now, why do you need this? You need this so that if the situations get out of hand, or if the situation continues and you have to go to a higher authority, so it won't look like you're just trying to be mean to your teacher. It won't mean they're just trying to accuse your teacher of something that he or she didn't do. And definitely, when confronting a teacher, it's best if you don't go alone. Going with people, as I said, always shows that, number one, you have proof in case things should turn out another way. And two, when you're discussing something with a teacher, especially a sensitive matter, when you guys go as a group, or when you're more than one, there is a higher chance that the teacher will take you serious, because something that one or two or three or more people are saying, definitely this is a serious note. Definitely it's not just in your mind, but definitely you're not just overthinking it, because everybody are saying the same thing. Compliments and seasonal greetings. And also people don't be like, why do I have to greet my teacher? Why do I have to be nice to my teachers? They're here to teach me and that's it. You might need a teacher's recommendation for a job or for something. Some things might have happened that were out of your control, but because you were nice to your teacher, the things got solved faster. If you're trying to do something nice for a teacher, try not to do it very close to the exam time. Why? Because this can send the wrong message. You can wait till festive seasons like Christmas, New Year, Easter, Women's Day, their birthdays. Fine. Now, of course, you don't have to do this. You can do this in other ways. And how? Get your teacher's number or find out their social infos, and then you text them up on New Year, Happy New Year, on Christmas, Merry Christmas, on their birthdays, oh Happy Birthday. This goes a long way to create a very good relationship between you and your teacher. Teachers talk. They're human beings. The truth is, if you're having an issue with a teacher and coincidentally for you, that teacher knows another teacher that you have been good to, that teacher can actually stand up for you, can actually defend you. When you are upset with a teacher, or when you find yourself in a very tight spot with the teacher, try. And I keep saying try because the truth is it's not always easy, but try not to speak with anger. When you speak out of anger, there is a high chance you will end up saying something that you don't mean or something that you will regret. Now, this is very sensitive, especially when dealing with a teacher. Even if the teacher is wrong, if you speak out of tone or if you disrespect the teacher or that teacher, that has already given that teacher something to hold against you. The truth is, even if you were right, for the fact that you did those things, that might be the first thing that they will notice before they start listening to anything you have to say. Why were you rude to your teacher? Why were you this? Why were you that? And this doesn't mean that when a teacher is treating you bad, you should keep quiet and receive the insult or let a teacher abuse you or insult you. No. This means that you should know how to speak and when to speak. Feel free to ask a senior, feel free to ask another student how best to handle the situation. You ask the students, oh, how is this teacher like? This is the problem I'm having with this teacher. Did this teacher act this way to you guys? If the teacher acted this way to you guys, how best did you guys handle this teacher? What would you advise to do? So please, you are not in this alone. Feel free to talk to your fellow students. Feel free to talk to another teacher if you're comfortable with this teacher, if you trust this teacher, if you and this teacher have a good relationship, how best to handle this other teacher that you're finding things difficult with. Not in this alone, and you don't always have to handle things alone. So I hope you found this video very interesting, but most importantly, very informative. Goodbye and see you in my next video.